Chat, it's up how when you like skin pick and bite, then your skin is picked and bitten and it's like sore. Like I feel like that's so up and like that shouldn't happen. Oh, no voice.
Hey, a fungus just floated past. Should it be doing that?
I mean, yeah, they just live in the wild.
Normally, it's pretty dangerous to have fungi wandering around the city, right? Unless we're talking about the special cases, the super well-behaved ones that have undergone training. Now that Paimon thinks about it, why does this feel so familiar? Haven't we been through something similar before?
Hold on, is that Bongo Head?
That's right! It's Bongo Head! The fungi friend we met back in Sumeru.
We're in Sumeru.
Whoa, it's been so long since we last saw it. Come on, let's go say hi.
Looks like the message was delivered without a hitch. We meet again, Golden Comet, Silver Companion. It's been a long time. You're both so radiant and full of life. It feels as though no time has passed at all. Long time no see, Hania.
It's really you, Hania and Bongo Head. No wonder that message felt so familiar.
Oh, the message was just Bongo Head existing? Okay.
Guess that means the bond between Paimon and Bongo Head is still as strong as ever.
I imagined many different ways we might reunite. A grand feast, or a creative welcome ceremony, something that would give you guys a huge surprise. But in the end, they all felt a little too formal. You've been busy, and I was worried that taking up too much of your time might cause you trouble. She's still in this fucking weird outfit. Besides, our fungi friends prefer a calm and peaceful environment these days. So, let's keep it simple and reunite in a manner that is both relaxed and easygoing. That's right! The prose that Hania's been reading really paid off. A calm state of mind does wonders for our lives, after all. At the end of the day, carefree chit-chat like this is the greatest joy of all. Soka's here too. There's also Kindlejoy and... who's this? This is my very own fungi friend, Stormstress. You and Bongo Head knocked us out back in the round of 32. You remember it so well. It's all starting to come back to me now. Anyway, as you can see, dear big shots, we no longer need the chains of dates or places for our next meeting. Hania and I have purchased this commercial district and transformed it into the little fungi playground. Wait, so you're saying these facilities here aren't rented for the new tabletop game? But you've got it. From now on, we'll be living in Beta Harbor and promoting the fungus-themed tabletop game, as well as sharing our theories on communicating with animals. Feel free to drop by and play with the fungi friends whenever you have time. Oh wait, this is cute. I'm glad they did this. Yay, fungi friends! Oh my goodness! This is easily one of the best things Paimon's heard all day. After the first fungi tournament, Paimon thought of so many ideas for playing together with Bongo Head. Now we can finally make them all happen. Speaking of which, it must be pretty expensive to run this place, right? Don't worry, more isn't an issue for us right now. Recently, aside from raising funds by operating tabletop games like Fungus Mechanicus and Little Fungi's Funtastic Fiesta with Mr. Balfour's help, we've also consolidated our past experiences and organised our knowledge about beast taming and fungi into a more systematic theory, and tried printing a few books. In fact, some researchers were interested enough to offer me financial support. By using the knowledge I've accumulated to help make things more accessible for others, I earn Mora. In turn, this Mora helps my fungi friends live better lives. Everything has fallen into a positive cycle. Wow, you're amazing! It really feels like Hania has become a calm, dependable, beast-taming theory expert who can handle just about anything. It's all thanks to Soka's guidance. She encouraged me to follow the student's lead and challenge myself to master the skills I needed to learn. Hey, I didn't teach you that kind of humility. I'm not a perfect teacher either. If someone compliments you, just accept it. You make it sound easy, but there must have been hard times too, right? There were plenty of challenges, yes, but we should let the past and all its hardships fade with the passage of time. My biggest regret is that over the past year,
I didn't really take our fungi friends out to have fun. Ever since I started consolidating my own theories on beast taming, most of our days were spent in caves and tree houses, writing non-stop as day and night blurred together. The business side of things is exhausting, and the days spent racing against deadlines were truly hard to get through. I understand Soka's perspective a lot better now. Well, it's not all negative feedback. There's still that sense of satisfaction when you finish a piece of work. Yes, I agree. Every finished draft deserves a truly indulgent meal for celebration. Unfortunately, our fungi friends can't enjoy our food. From their perspective, perhaps, life might be getting boring. If this goes on for too long, their spirits will suffer, and that's not good at all. So now that things on your end have settled down, and you've got a place to stay, how about the two of us take the fungi out for some fun? We can let them play for as long as they want, then bring them back afterwards. That way, you can focus on your work, and the fungi still get to enjoy themselves. That's a great idea, Paimon. Count me in. When it comes to sightseeing, I'm purely a theory type. I can only look things up in books. When I first came to Fontaine, I even managed to get myself lost. Henia's even more of a dummy. She doesn't even know what fun places there are in Sumeru. She's completely absorbed in work. We stayed in Fontaine for so long last time, but the itinerary we planned was terrible. In the end, I didn't even manage to visit the dessert shop I had my eye on, and missed out on the macarons I've been curious about for so long. But if it were Golden Comet and Silver Companion, I'm sure you'd find all kinds of wonderful places. Places that would really impress our fungi friends, and let them have the time of their lives. Then I really need to put some thought into choosing the right spots. Just a moment. Please take this little camera with you. Henia takes out an unassuming camera and gently places it on Bongo's head. Oh, wait, what did the rest say? To everyone's surprise, Bongo Head balances it with ease, as if already used to flying while carrying things like this. It may look ordinary, but it's actually a very special souvenir. Bongo Head once saved a merchant's child who had gotten lost in the southern part of the Apalm Woods. Out of gratitude, the merchant gave Bongo Head many gifts, including this camera. Bongo Head really loves the images it captures, so you can also use it on this trip to preserve these memories. I found an equipment specialist, Miss Helene, who sealed the camera's casing so it can work in the damp environments Bongo Head loves. It can even work underwater. Which is to say, this camera is also one of Bongo Head's badges of honor. Way to go, Bongo Head. As for taking photos, don't you worry. Harley and Paimon are seasoned pros. The appearance of our gear doesn't matter. What matters is getting great shots. Harley, let's get ready and be on our way. Don't forget the special food for our fungi friends. That's right. Paimon remembers that part loud and clear. Make sure to bring plenty of marvelous jelly. The latest improved version tastes even better and stores well too. No matter how hot the environment gets, there's no need to worry about it going bad. Just be careful not to give our friends too much at once. Overindulging isn't good for them. Got it. Jelly goes into the backpack. Paimon's got a few great places in mind. There'll be brand new experiences for our fungi friends. It's a bit far, but long trips have their own charm. Why don't we start with that plan? From here on, I'll handle the follow-up work for the little fungi playground. In the meantime, you should go and have fun with our fungi friends. Oh, that's it. Alright, Stormstress, we're going to clean up the main streets and docks of Beta Harbor this afternoon. It's the easiest and most stable job that the two of us have right now. We can earn enough to buy 10 servings of marvelous jelly in a single day, so let's both do our best. Does this mean this is like a route to them potentially expanding Beta Harbor? Like, it sounds like some work is gonna be done. Perhaps. Phew, we finally made it. The journey was so long, but Paimon really thinks Tetik Peak here in Scions of the Canopy territory has so much character. I probably butchered that. For our fungi friends, this must be completely new. Paimon brought a few landscape paintings. We can let the fungi compare the paintings with what they see right in front of them. They can take a close look, match the scenes up, and then start noticing all the little details they'd normally overlook. If that sparks their interest, then it means this place is perfect for a deeper, longer exploration.
They have no idea what's going on. That's one way to do it.
When Paimon's got some free time, she reads guidebooks too, studying different sightseeing spots. That's a must-have skill for any good guide. Alright, shall we let our fungi friends try for themselves?
Move and rotate your camera to match the picture with the current scenery and look for any missing scenery objects. Once you have found said objects, you can record them. Through this comparison, your fungi companions may be able to appreciate the scenery before them more closely. Each landscape painting has 2 to 3 missing scenery objects. While attempting to record these missing scenery objects, you may need to adjust your camera angle multiple times. After recording all of the missing scenery objects, the current landscape painting will be completed, bringing a unique sense of achievement to your fungi companions. Can I... Oh, I can't zoom in and out? I just have to... Really? Oh, okay. No? There we go. Should be there. And then... Like that? No? Oh yeah, it wasn't coming up before, even though I was lined up. Wait. What do you mean that's lined up? That doesn't look lined up. There? Yeah.
Yep, looks like our fungi buddies really did find some interesting spots nearby, and they're super curious about the little Yumkasaurs too.
Aye aye, Guide Paimon.
Of course, it's Paimon's time to shine. Paimon will make sure that our fungi friends enjoy this trip to the fullest.
Various creatures will appear around the tour route. Once these creatures appear in the viewfinder, you can press the shutter button to take a snapshot. You will need to swap out the film for the camera. As a result, there may be a certain interval between 2 snapshots. The greater the number of creatures... Is this Pokemon Snap? The greater the number of creatures are captured in a single picture, the more novel it will be for your fungi companions, and the higher the fun score you will receive. Oh, no, fuck. There we go. Better mood than yesterday? Hell yeah, we love to see it. Oh, I missed that one, fuck. I love the rhinos. God, I love the Dala music. Yeah, this truly is like Hoyo Pokemon Snap, huh? Can I get the Tapetlosaur in there? Yes. This is a surprisingly in-depth event, actually. A lot of this event is like knowing when to take the picture, because like sometimes another creature will come into frame and then sometimes it won't, and sometimes you end up missing your shot. Oh. Oh my god, like see? I could have gotten multiple. Oops. Ah! There we go. Can I get those in the background? I don't know. It's not showing up. No, wait, it came. Oh, fuck. It's no longer. Oh, there we go. I love the flying squirrels. They really did put so much wildlife in that land. I guess it makes sense because like a lot of the countries that land is based off have a lot of like interesting wildlife. He's so flat. Oh, even if he's already taken our fungi friends there, I don't know what the fuck that said because I was looking at my son. Where are we going? What? What is happening? Are we meant to be going up here? Did I do the right thing? Oh, okay. Phew, what a trek. Fontaine's photography pros have raved about this place like 1,000,000 times. They say it's one of the best photo spots to appreciate the nation's tidy and balanced layout. It's true that we rarely see it from this angle. Oh, our fungi friends are totally entranced. Guess Hania didn't get to bring them here last time. Well then, let's get started. Those popular landscape paintings from earlier should help spark some ideas for our fungi friends. Alright. Wait, that looks perfectly... Or is it like that, maybe? Yes. Like that? No? Is that it? Let's see. Oh, there. Alrighty, so that's that. Well. Ta-da! We're here! Let's go in from this shallow bit. It'll feel like we're walking into a painting, one that unfolds right before our very eyes.
Ah, it's you. And you brought some new companions? Are they fungi? I've only ever read about them.
What a lovely surprise! A Melusine's hanging out here. Good to see you again, Marine.
I'm not hanging out. I'm picking Tadalga for this year's pickled batch. A lot of the others have returned to the village to help too. Enchant and little Roxanne both took leave to come back and help. They're hard at work right now, and I'll be heading into the water myself in a bit. You know, Enchant wasn't wrong. The blue fungi really do look a bit like Tadalga. Not in a food sense. I just meant they're cute. Nothing else.
Hehe, you've got a good eye for cuteness. Our fungi friends really are adorable.
Anyway, really nice meeting you. I should get going. Enjoy the rest of your time here.
Okay, shall we head out too? We're gonna get some amazing underwater shots in Fontaine with our fungi friends. Loved the era where we played that. Kids refuse to watch anything that isn't Marvel or currently trending right now. Oh my god. Why have you raised such boring fucking children? That's what I want to know. Wait, let's see. Oh, I fucked that up. No! Oh wait, I did catch that one. Okay. Ah, pretty colors. Ah! Okay. Ugh, the colors. So good. Hehe. Ah! What I slowed down like an hour ago. Incredible. Can we get the other one in the shot, please? Or not. I guess I missed the chance to take a picture of it. What the fuck? Dogs and hats are so well behaved. Sure. Ugh. I think I just mainly need to learn not to jump the gun, because they add more into shot. Fuck, I didn't get that one. I was waiting because I was like, oh, maybe I'll be able to get a good angle. Nope. I'm just Boo Boo the Fool. No. Oh, I missed the fucking Melusine. Fuck. I'm throwing. There we go. I don't know how good any of these photos are going to be. Yay! We did it. Wait, Paimon just remembered. Soka said Hania is actually a bit of a stranger to Sumeru's most beautiful sights. Whatever the fuck the rest of that said. Feast your eyes on the Palace of Alcazazare. The Palace of Palace. Pretty plants as far as the eye can see. Paimon actually noticed how beautiful it was earlier in our travels, but our fungi friends probably haven't had the chance to really look around yet, huh? Yeah, this is definitely right up their alley. Okay, it's time to check out some landscape paintings that best capture Sumeru's unique essence. Bongo Head, Killjoy, come take a look and compare them. Okay, so... Whoop. Okay. Let's see. No? That's not right. Ah, there we go. Yay! Hehe, next up is a special route Paimon picked out after really careful planning. We'll be walking for a while though. First up, the Desert Oasis. Then we'll head through Mortimer Forest, and after that, back to Beta Harbor. Paimon's been thinking about this. The desert, forest, and valleys in Sumeru all feel super different, but we've pretty much never seen them all in one trip, have we? Good thing we don't have to rush this time. Paimon says we should take it nice and slow and soak it all in. Sure thing, no rush, just vibes. Ooh, our fungi friends look ready and raring to go. Let's hit the road. When did I say 6-7? I don't even remember what I said. Oh, 6 or 7 minutes. Fuck. You're right, I did say it. Hate this. Wait, what was that? Oh, there. They're just going for a run. Some player is gonna rock their shit at some point. Did it played over the weekend, so that was fun. Incredible. Oh, I already got that, I guess? Oh, okay. I'm getting a little bit better at getting all these in. I miss Pokemon Snap, man. It was so fun and cute. Love my fun score. Hi Dawn, how are you? Okay. Yeah, I love this music. It's very good. Yay. Teehee. Hania, Soka, we're back. I could already hear Bongo Head and Kindle Joy's cheerful steps from a distance. Looks like you really had a blast this time. You can tell they're having fun from that far away. I still can't read the emotions in our fungi friends' footsteps. Guess I've got a lot to learn. There's always more to learn. This trip really did feel different. Running around with our fungi friends, then coming back to the little fungi playground, it feels like coming home to a nice meal after a long day of playing outside. How about we take a photo together right now? Paimon remembers reading in the Seabird that many famous travel journals line up all the little snapshots from a trip in chronological order. Now that Silver Companion mentions it, I've gotten so used to having these fungi friends around all these years, we've never really taken a proper photo together. You two big shots really know how to wrap up an adventure nicely. Tee. Alright, let's use Bongo Head's camera, set it on the tripod, and take a timed group photo. Once Hania and Soka are less busy, we can all go out and have fun together like this again. Yippee! Speaking of which, Bongo Head is really talented at taking photos. Paimon picked a few good shots and put them together with our group photo. Hania and Soka can check them out too. Wow, you really thought of everything. Oh, and Paimon brought some souvenirs for you. Yeah, the macarons you didn't get to try before. Aw, I only said it in passing, and you actually remembered it? Silver Companion, I'm so touched. To avoid troubling you like this in the future, I really need to fix my bad habits. I'll plan trips properly in advance, and not just on paper. You know, when friends are hanging out and chatting freely, even offhand comments can show what's truly on your mind. When did you get it? Oh, back when we were taking photos in Fontaine. While you were watching the scenery with Bongo Head, Paimon got a newsie to help out and gave her a little tip for the trouble. Don't worry, Paimon prepared your share too. Paimon wouldn't forget. Paimon even reminded the newsie to go straight for your favourite flower as soon as she got inside. What's my favourite flower? But we've already tried almost every dessert in Fontaine, so Paimon's not sure how much of a surprise this will actually be. Anything Paimon picks out is bound to be delicious. Really? Then Paimon will buy you treats more often. Too bad there aren't any sweets made especially for our fungi friends. How amazing would it be if we could cuddle up with them and enjoy a table full of delicious food? No need to worry about that. In the process of refining on fungi communities, I've been conducting foundational research on the food that fungi enjoy. My goal is to identify ingredients that both fungi and humans can eat, so our bodies don't have to live off every flavour of marvellous jelly all year long. One day, I'll find the ingredients that satisfy both human and fungi tastes, and design delicious dishes we can all enjoy together. And when it comes to putting theory into practice, I'll be our master chef. Just in case Hania ends up running our 11th pot. Ruining our 11th pot. Sounds like the day we sit in a circle and share a meal with our fungi friends isn't far off, right? We'll be waiting for your good news, Hania. In that case, please do come back and visit the little fungi playground when you get the chance. We and all our fungi friends will always be here. Who knows? The surprise? I cannot speak today. The surprise might arrive even sooner than you'd expect. Draft of the Fungi Clan. This seems to be the manuscript Soka mentioned she was revising. However, the table is currently covered in handwritten drafts. Most of the chapters look like snippets recorded in a sudden burst of inspiration. The handwriting is wild and unrestrained. It's on par with the doctor's prescription. Aside from Soka herself, it's likely that no one could make heads or tails of it. Pictures and notes from an adventure. You toured the sites of Natlan, Fontaine, and Sumeru together with your fungi friends, capturing many amazing moments along the way. May there be many more trips like this in the future. Aww. Cute. Hee Aww. Letter from the Academia. To Hania and Soka. My dear friends, it's been far too long. How have you been? And how are your fungi friends doing? I hear you'll soon be settling down in Beta Harbor. That's certainly something worth celebrating. When the time comes, please let me know. I'll come visit together with Miss Naja. In addition to some gifts prepared for the two of you, I've also made some little outfits for Twirly Whirly. Now there has been one piece of bad news, and one piece of good news of late. The bad news is about the Wisdom Orb. Some problems can't be solved with money alone. Miss Naja has given it everything she has this whole time, but wait, this isn't Miko. Who the fuck is this? But she remains unable to alter the orb's underlying mechanisms. According to her, the elemental irregularities caused by such devices stem entirely from their operational principles. As long as their core functions are retained, the risks will remain unavoidable. As a result, everyone is now inclined to abandon this particular technology. That said, based on your letters and on seeing how happily your fungus companions have grown over the years, I truly believe that you'll be able to carve out a new path even without the use of any devices. One that allows you to reliably identify friendly fungus companions and establish a comprehensive set of methods for coexisting with them. The good news is that the materials you sent, along with the draft of on-fungi communities, have provided unparalleled real-world case studies for the field of fungus studies. At present, even Rotarahis students like myself have heard that fungus studies have received funding on a scale far beyond anything in the past. If it one day grows into a major discipline filled with many scholars, who knows? Perhaps the Academia will even invite you over to serve as a consultant, Hania. Let's talk more the next time we meet. Letter from the iPublishing House. To no late draft, Soka. The photos of Blitzara have arrived. Both Aratani and I have received them. If all goes smoothly, in about half a year, the artist you've been most eager to work with should finally have an opening. She'll be creating the official comic design for Blitzara. Out of consideration for the project's overall visual quality, she'll also be taking on the designs for the entire main cast's fungus companions. So, make sure everything is properly finalised before that, alright? Also, please be as clear and detailed as possible when preparing your brief. Since you're in Sumeru, delivering physical drafts will be a hassle. Keep that in mind and plan ahead. We should try to minimise back and forth as much as we can. Now there's one more thing. Not too serious, but not insignificant either. Living the life of a mercenary can be a good experience, sure, but please don't fully adopt that same free-spirited attitude when dealing with paperwork. When Aratani received your last draft, he genuinely wondered whether you'd hired... Oh my god. He genuinely wondered whether you'd hired a mercenary to ghostwrite it, or perhaps dictated it aloud while someone else hurriedly took notes. Compared to your neat handwriting from a few years ago, it barely looked like it came from the same person. Aratani was hard put to just deciphering each word. Abusing your colleagues is not a good habit. Next time, please make sure you write each line properly and with care. Otherwise, if Aratani ends up taking sick leave, I'll be assigning all the editing work to you. And that said, setting those issues aside, your progress this time is genuinely encouraging.
For one, you've clearly reduced unnecessary ornamental language. You've also moved away from exaggerated rhetoric, opting instead for a plainer but more sincere writing style. More importantly, there's been a noticeable shift in how you structure your stories. Rather than starting with a big moment and retroactively building the surrounding plot, you now focus more on internal character consistency, their motivations, and the overall narrative flow. Perhaps the Fungi clan will be the start of a new path for you, that of becoming a true light novel master. Looking forward to your finished draft.
Oh, on Fungi Community's draft manuscript.
It appears to be an article that Hania is working on. Many words and phrases have been circled and marked to revise or needs refinement. Judging by the handwriting, aside from Hania's own notes, there are also annotations added by Soka in the margins. Some paragraphs have been crossed out entirely, with an attached note. Teachers from the Immorta consider this point debatable. Though the handwriting is somewhat unpolished, and many word choices feel imprecise, it is clear that Hania is trying her best to standardise her expressions, aligning them with formal academic writing. Oh my god, this is long. Okay. Introduction. This volume aims to explain the living habits and key behavioural patterns of fungi, providing theoretical support for beast tamers, biological researchers, and animal enthusiasts who may need to interact with them. Based on the typical stages of engaging with fungi, the book is divided into the following sections. 1. Activity ranges and species identification. 2. Preliminary preparations and required materials. 3. Reducing hostility and establishing a basis for communication. 4. Fundamental methods of interaction. 5. Danger signals and withdrawal procedures. Part 3. Reducing hostility and establishing a basis for communication. Over the course of several years of research, the author has directly observed 1,332 individual fungi. All conclusions presented below are derived from data analysis based on first-hand field studies. It should be noted that although most fungi do not proactively seek out other creatures to attack, 92% of fungi enter a combat-ready state upon detecting human proximity. Earning their trust is therefore no simple task. In the past, some researchers attempted to forcibly control fungi through the use of specialized drugs and devices. However, such methods carry significantly greater risks. They may induce heightened aggression, cause fungi to expand their activity range, and even provoke indiscriminate attacks against all humans within their perceptual radius. Efforts by the academia to neutralize these risks have likewise reached an impasse, with no practical solutions in sight in the short term. For this reason, the use of any devices or potions that have not undergone comprehensive validation is strongly discouraged. At present, the method with the lowest learning cost and greatest stability involves the use of intermediary animals. Why am I having such a better time reading this when it's more complicated language? Anyway. Fungi exhibit a lower level of vigilance toward wild animals. With the assistance of animal companions, it is possible to significantly reduce their hostility. Although the success rate remains extremely low, averaging only around 6%, this approach is currently the most stable and safest option available. Within Sumeru, duskbirds are considered a relatively ideal choice. The expected training period for a duskbird is approximately 1 year, with projected costs ranging from 900,000 to 1.45 million mora. Depending on the tamer's level of expertise, expenses may rise as high as 1.8 million mora. Part 5. Danger signals and withdrawal procedures. Even after preliminary trust has been established and close-range contact successfully achieved, one must not let their guard down. Certain forms of body language... What? I spoke too soon. Certain forms of body language and gestures commonly used by humans may inadvertently provoke fungi, causing them to re-enter a state of heightened alert. For example, a fungus with the ability to levitate may suddenly lift off from the ground, its body rising and falling in a steady rhythm. In such cases, contact should be temporarily suspended. Wait for the fungus to regain emotional stability before making it clear that no hostile intent is present. Maintaining patience and a low-profile posture at all times is essential to gradually building a stable foundation of trust. During the withdrawal process, the first priority is to consciously avoid large or abrupt bodily movements. Part 9. Secondary effects of fungi activity. As a subclass of broadly defined mystical beasts, fungi are capable of using elemental energy to a limited extent.
When handled improperly, this elemental energy may produce unpredictable effects on nearby individuals and the surrounding environment. At the same time, according to current biological classifications, fungi are believed to originate from mutated spores. Although large-scale evidence is still lacking, one possibility cannot be ruled out. Once a fungus reaches a certain stage of growth, it may begin to release additional spores. Potential pathological manifestations resulting from spore inhalation have yet to be established. For this reason, prolonged cohabitation with fungi in enclosed spaces should be avoided. Even when sheltering inside a tent, frequent ventilation must be ensured. Is Hania going to turn into a fungus? Part 12. Foods acceptable to fungi. Food serves as an important bridge for building trust and strengthening bonds. In order to form a stable partnership with fungi, it is essential to understand their dietary preferences. Technically speaking, fungi do not eat in the conventional sense. Instead, they absorb nutrients from specific environments through a unique process. In previous studies, Amorta researchers discovered that plant-based gels can be used to store the substances required by fungi over extended periods. These gels function as nutrient carriers, providing sustained nourishment. This gel has since been refined into a stable form known as Marvelous Jelly. Its basic preparation method is detailed in Appendix 3, while techniques for extracting and adding flavour can be found in Appendix 4. Due to the lack of extensive case studies, this section lists only ingredients whose flavours have been accepted by some fungi. Materials currently confirmed to be relatively stable include berry, mint, falberry, crab roe, lavender melon, onion, mule fruit, coffee, lacquerberry. Materials not recommended include shueyun chili, pepper, raw meat, dairy products, almond, spice, and spinal fruit. Oh my god, that was long. What the fuck? I just need to sit in the water for a bit. Why was that what was the purpose of that being there? Why did I read that?
That tickles.
I just know people are going to take that audio in a certain direction.
Columbina? Huh. That's odd. Paimon's positive she heard Columbina's voice. Yeah. Greetings.
Oh, she's not wearing her mask.
Another jump scare? Not cool. If you were here, you should have just said so. I thought that since you were already so familiar with this game, I should increase the difficulty this round. Paimon's gonna get you next time. Just you wait. Great. I look forward to it.
I was going to say, yeah, she looked kind of naked without her mask. What happened to your eye mask, Columbina?
Oh, I guess the Kuhenki must have swiped it when we were playing earlier. I don't usually need to use my eyes, so the mask makes little difference. Let them play with it if they like. Oh, on that note, don't you want to go out more often?
You no longer need to hide from anyone, right?
Yes. I have plenty of time now. I can go where I wish, when I wish. However, I was concerned that you might worry if you came looking for me, but found that I had left without saying goodbye.
You can just leave a note.
Yeah! After all, we only need to know that you're okay. I see. I will consider it then. You'll only consider it?
Or maybe this is just where you want to be.
Everything that has happened here, I find them to be happy memories. That said, I do have another reason for waiting for you here. And what's that? To give you a pleasant surprise. Wow! This must be the place you were talking about, right? Paimon wasn't there last time, so she didn't get to see it.
It truly is lovely.
Can Paimon fly around and check it out?
Wait, are we supposed to be on the moon?
If it pleases you, I could bring you back again someday.
This doesn't look like the moon.
So, this is the pleasant surprise then? Oh? So this is enough to pass as a pleasant surprise in your eyes? No, the real surprise is yet to come.
This doesn't look at all like the moon, unless she's just like terraformed it. There's more?
Come, let us paint. brush or paints anywhere. Oh, that's simple. The water's surface is our canvas, the moonlight our brushes.
Oh wait, no, it can't be on the moon because we have
take
moonlight.
Shall serve as the brush strokes. With the moon's
Where are we?
reflection to guide us, pure thought shall flow beneath our feet. Yes, good. That's the way. Come, let us walk together a while.
Yeah, we were on the moon at the end of the last.
When the traveler advances, the moon walks by his side.
Did you just say his?
Where the traveler stops, the moon too rests its feet. There, it is finished. Where the traveler stops, the moon too rests its feet.
Oh, is it a Kuhanky? Gonna be a jump scare. Pretty.
Luonatar? It's really you?
Oh.
Back! In the silvery flesh! Oh, Paimon thought she'd never see you again!
This reminds me, this too is lore because this reminds me of how Albedo can create things with alchemy by drawing them or painting them. And that's what we just did. So we just did alchemy, I think, to bring Luonatar back. The painting we drew.
We used moonlight to trace this child's form, and I poured new power and new blessings therein, causing her to be reborn. She no longer needs to bear my spirit. Her will is hers
Oh.
alone.
Cool.
She's flying over!
Cute.
Yes, I have awakened all the memories of the time you spent together.
Aww.
Paimon's so glad to have you back, Luonatar! She promises to be nicer to you from now on.
Well, you weren't nice
Paimon
before.
wasn't expecting the surprise to be this pleasant. Paimon loves it!
Thank you, Columbina.
It wasn't much. I, too, am glad to see her again.
Aww. This is so wholesome. She's still very attached to Luonatar, but her expression is different from before. She looks at Luonatar not as merely a created familiar, but as a familiar friend.
Go. You must miss them, surely. You're welcome to come back anytime.
Columbina can interact with Kuhenki and decide whether she wants to wear the eye mask. Oh! Huh, okay.
Now, I know how fond you are of them, but let's not cause them any trouble now, alright? Come back here to rest, should you find yourself tired from playing outside.
The whole point of her, like, starting to open her eyes is that she wants to see the world she loves, and it's like, yeah, she loves Traveler. So open your eyes, bitch!
Is it just Paimon, or do you smell something yummy too?
I'm uncomfortable.
Bean is having a feast for one! Traveler, Paimon. Looks like someone's enjoying herself. Would you like to try some as well?
No, you go ahead.
We don't usually see you eating here. Did you go out just to buy it? Lauma gave it to me.
Aw.
Wow! She sure takes good care of you, huh? On the condition that I don't leave. Wait, what?
Huh?
Isn't that just a bribe so you'll accept house arrest? And a cheap one at that!
Wait, why is she back on house
She
arrest?
also brought me some interesting books and exquisitely made toys.
Why is she back on house arrest?
Now it sounds more like a mother going out on a business trip and the kid she's leaving at home.
Did Llama explain her reasoning?
She just told me not to go out for the time being, and to be especially sure to avoid the frost moon
Oh, they're
scions.
throwing her a surprise party,
I asked the
probably.
animals who came to deliver my meals, but Llama had instructed them to remain silent, and so they did.
That's...
If I had to guess, she is preparing something that has to do with me. Worry not. I have never considered staying here boring in the first place. The food is good, and much to my liking. Not going out is fine with me. And if the Scions are indeed preparing for something, well, all the more reason not to interrupt them.
Want us to go ask around?
Yeah! Paimon's kind of curious now, too!
You can, but you should be prepared. She likely knows you'll come to see me, so she may not tell you anything at all.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
You want to renovate the statue of Kutor?
Precisely so. No longer is she the wingless Kutar who could only gaze at the moon beyond the skies in solitude. We witnessed her unfurling her wings and know she has regained the freedom to live. As such, it is only right that the statue too be restored.
That's cool.
Does sound like a good idea.
Have you told the other Frost Moon Scions about this?
That I have. I spoke to them of the moon goddess's sacrifice and her return, and of how we stood against the force that pollutes this world with the guidance of that gentle light. Everyone was delighted to hear of her return, so I took the opportunity to convey Columbina's thoughts to them, that she wants to see us as family, and would like us to do the same for her.
And what did everyone say?
The Lady Moon Goddess.
Would we not be overstepping by regarding her as family?
I believe that this is what Columbina genuinely wishes for.
I can't believe the Lady Moon Chanter referred to our moon goddess by her first name.
Perhaps you may all yet recall the words I spoke not long ago. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves. I will not ask all of you to make the same choice as I, but I do have words I would like to share with you this day. If we wish to invite the moonlight in to stay, we must first open doors that once were tightly shut. That is what happened. Considering the situation over the past few days, things seem to have gone better than I thought they might have.
Lady Lauma, a new batch of stone has arrived at the warehouse.
Understood. I'll be right over. Could you keep what I said, including what you've seen, a secret from Columbina? At least for now. I'd like this to be a surprise.
Paimon knows you mean well, but seriously? You sure do love your surprises. You and your moon goddess.
My lips are sealed.
Hey, Llama, about Paimon's hush money. Paimon meant to say, we don't happen to have any spare Feast of the Moon servings today, do we?
That we do. Come, let me prepare some for you. Oh, and one more thing.
You're back.
Guess what, Colomina? You were right. Llama didn't tell us a thing.
She seems quite busy, though.
So, we'll be keeping you company over the next few days. You just sit tight and keep those expectations high.
Expectations for what exactly?
Nothing. We don't know a thing, honest.
Very well then. I look forward to spending the next few days with you.
Ooh, here comes our food! Wait a minute! Where's the grub?
It says, the time has come. Do you know what that means?
Oh! it now?
Columbina.
Yes?
You usually wear a blindfold, don't you?
Yes. What of it?
You can use Kuvaki to observe the outside world even so, right?
That's right. If anything, I sense things more clearly this way.
Then, could we ask you to deliberately not sense any changes outside for the time being?
So that this can be a pleasant surprise?
Sounds like you've already guessed what this is about.
All right. I see. In that case, would you take my hand?
Here we are!
You can open your eyes now.
She really did open her eyes!
You've seen it before, Paimon. I just said that without thinking.
It's beautiful. This pair of wings makes it look all the more complete.
This is a gift we Frost Moon Scions would like to give you, Columbina. To celebrate our goddess who can now fly free, whose fingers can at last touch the place she calls home.
The me from before would only be reminded of the confusion I felt upon being born, whenever I looked upon this statue. But now, what I feel is the warmth of a home. Perhaps, like this statue, I have chosen to stay here, even though I now have wings. Thank you all.
We do have another gift prepared, but you'll have to walk with me a bit farther.
Huh? There's another surprise?
My fellow Scions and I have organized a simple welcome banquet in the forest.
Simple
From
banquet.
now on, this will be your home as well, Columbina. Whenever you grow homesick, please feel free to remain here and enjoy our hospitality, meager though it may be.
Sure, I will.
Well, what do you know? The moon's up.
Let's go then. It is my hope that every night may be as wonderful as that moon prayer night. Welcome home, Columbina.
Cute. Wait, I just realized the music's different now. Wait, I love that the music's different now. Like post Archon Quest, that makes my heart so full.
Here, this is for you. That's my share done, yes?
Hey! It's a drawing canvas! Wait, that means...
Ah, you're just in time.
Bird fighting terrorist.
Wow! If it isn't Malaus, our great painter! Long time no see!
So what are we just in time for?
I just took Malaus to the moon for a bit.
As one does.
I'm so jealous of how you just said that, like you were visiting the garden next door or something. Still, what did you go there for? Looking for inspiration?
That's half right. We also selected a location for an exhibition. Do you recall?
Oh yeah.
Paimon does! Malaus' Moon Goddess exhibition! Don't forget to invite us when the time comes, okay?
Yes, of course. In addition, Malaus seems to be able to sense subtle changes around her. She's told me that I've changed a lot since returning from the moon. That's why she wanted me to take her there, to see if there was something special about it.
Huh! Now that's an artist for you, alright!
So this special thing.
I'm not sure either. I took Malaus to many places, but none of them satisfied her. That is, until I brought her close to your ship.
Well, that's certainly quite special.
But after bringing her closer, I found that she wasn't interested in the ship itself.
Huh? What does that mean? Oh! She's flying around you, Columbina!
She did so back then as well. I suspect that her real interest lies with how I looked after seeing the spaceship.
How you... looked?
Yes. I was reminded of when the traveler and I went there together. We sat atop the ship, gazing at Tevat. She found the truth about the past, and I found my home. Just thinking about it gave me a sense of peace. Or perhaps, happiness. Yes, you are right. These are not things I would have felt before. So, I told Malas our story, including what happened after we reached the moon. She seemed most pleased after that, as if she had found the inspiration she so desired.
Ah, so now it's time for the great artist to work her magic, right? Huh! You didn't take Paimon up there back then, so she's pretty curious what Malhouse is gonna paint too.
And what are we going to use as paint this time?
This time is something special. Malos says she wants paints that belong only to us.
And what does that mean?
Our blood.
I believe she means things that will remind you about this journey, what you have gained from it, and the joy it has brought you. Don't worry. Malos just wants to see such objects and feel them. She wouldn't use anything so precious as paint.
What did you give her?
Soil from the moon, and the card you gave me for Moon Prayer Night.
Oh, so basically, it's gotta be something that represents this adventure, right? Okay then, Traveler, you pick.
Colors that represent this part of our journey. Ah, Moon Prayer Blossom.
A good choice.
She seems pretty pleased too. Whoa, straight to the canvas she goes. You know, now that Paimon thinks about it, Malhouse's paintings pretty much cover your story from when you were born till now, Columbina.
And that story isn't over yet.
Yep, and Paimon wants to see more of our great painter's work anyway. Oh, done already? Quick as ever, huh? Let Paimon see. Oh, this is so pretty. Paimon had no idea Tevat looked so beautiful from the moon.
Now I can understand why Malos says that I have changed.
Why's that?
When I see this painting, I remember that as I sat on the moon, watching Tevat, I thought about how I'd always been looking for a home of my own. But now, I suddenly have two homes, both of them places of such beauty. It was then that I realized that perhaps home is wherever the things and people you cherish are.
A lovely thought.
Thank you. I think that after this, I'd like to take the Kuhenki to the moon more often. You're welcome to come visit my other home as well. Oh? You'd like to be a guide for other Kuhenki? Of course. I think this will be a most lively journey.
I do love that, like, the whole thing about nodkrai is returning home, like from Inefa to Columbina, even like Varka and the Knights of Favonius, the whole thing was about returning home from their expedition. Like, all the Frost Moon Scion stuff was like about what home is to them. People like Nefa, like figuring out where her home is from her backstory, like in the desert. You know, even like Yehoda, she kind of grew up in that like gang, right? And now her home is with like the Curatorium of Secrets. Like, I think it's, you know, in terms of like, I know she created her own home from creating the robots that then became her companions. Every single person in nodkrai has had some kind of theming of like what home is to them and like who are the people they hold dear that become that home. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's really cool. Like it has like such a through line. And also, of course, like we got more elaboration on how the traveler feels about Tevat and whether they consider it their home, and like how they feel about their sibling who was, you know, for a very long time their sibling was home to them. So yeah, I don't know. I like how they've, as much as nodkrai has its issues. I think I like the way it's kind of all drawn back to this ever-present theme of home and who and what that is to you. Linda's being caught between the safety of her new home and with Rere and her family home. Yeah, exactly. Linda's story about his new home being with the Lightkeepers because his old home is just dead. Yeah. Durin and like his home going from being like Similanka to Mondstadt to by like finding a new home in Lear, the modern Lear, after her people migrated from the chasm to Chenyu Vale. They found a new home there, and then like over many time they mixed. Some of them went and lived in Liyue Harbor. About Itlua, a sense of belonging to the Lightkeepers. And I think that's also partly why the factions have always been such a big thing with Song of the Welcome Moon. Like from the very beginning we found out that there was going to be all these different factions taking part in the quest, and like obviously factions are, no matter how they're applied in life, are often a source of home. And ever being like split between who she was at creation and who she now is. Invention versus innovation almost. Role as like the malfunction of an AI dragon in Natlan to then being Aino's like loved one, robot maiden in nodkrai, and finding out that it was actually the nurture rather than nature that became her home, you know?
Hey there, Columbina! You seem to be in a good mood today.
Come on up.
Hi, Laura.
You want to play moon chess again or something?
Yes, it has been a while, and I somewhat miss playing.
Oh. Are the rules the same as before?
Or can you move multiple pieces per turn now because you're the Triloon goddess?
That would be cheating.
Yeah, Paimon knows that. She was just kidding.
Shall we begin then?
Place pieces representing the moon on the board. When 3 of your pieces form a line, you win. Note, when either player plays more than 3 pieces, the earliest piece they place on the board will be removed. Okay. That's better? Okay, cool. So that's about to go.
Perhaps like this.
Aha, yeah, if I put it here, then she'll have to either block me off from one of these and she can't pick both. Oh wait, yeah, cool. Yay!
Your moons are aligned.
I win. You have a wonderful time playing the game with Columbina.
The 3 moons linked up in a line.
Huh? Still thinking about how that last match went?
Oh, no. It's just... Looking back on the game now gives me a peculiar feeling.
Oh yeah! Now that you had the power of 3 moons, you've become more than just something that can dominate the night sky.
Yes. And I also think that the
another
fate
name
of
for
the
Sandra,
world
right?
may have been different had there not been division between the 3 moon goddesses.
What were they like?
The first one I saw was Sonnet, goddess of the iridescent moon. She was livelier than I'd imagined, more like a playful younger sister. Arya of the eternal moon was the most mature of the 3. She was a natural leader, and was most gentle to others. Just like Lauma, actually. As for Canon of the Frost Moon, she seemed both wise and far-sighted. And it was she who gave her moon to me.
I always got the vibe that Canon was the most mature. Like, she seemed more of like an elder moon goddess. Sounds like all of them were kind deities.
Yes. Despite their differences, they loved Tevat, and they loved this home. When I spoke to them of the things to come, they all seemed relieved, glad that this world still held so rich a future. That was also why they gave me the power to return home.
Huh. Paimon would love to see them and give them a real proper thank you.
I would very much like that as well. But I fear it's no longer possible. Fortunately, this world continues onward, and the humans they protected have survived, and pass on their stories to this day.
Exactly. As long as we live well and don't let the bad guys destroy the world, that's the best thanks we can give them.
In that case, every day is a Thanksgiving for you.
Of course! You can bet Paimon's always trying to live her best life. You too, Columbina. Eat well and sleep well every day. And come find us if you want to play games.
Sure. I suspect that from now on, I shall think of those 3 gentle goddesses every time I play moon chess.
Aw. Cute. Oh.
Hmm?
They seem to be having fun.
Greetings.
Cute.
Greetings to you too, Luanatar.
Playing a new game?
Yes, I saw people playing with their friends using cups at the flagship, so I borrowed the idea. They would place a gemstone under a cup, then quickly shuffle the cups atop the table. Upon stopping, they would have the other player guess which cup the gem was under. The Kuhenki loved the feeling of spinning about while wrapped up in cloth, so I used Miss Mage's hat as a reference and made some improvements.
It's adorable.
Wait, so you went to the flagship? Did anyone recognize you?
Some did ask, and I said, I'm dressing up as the moon goddess today. I look just like her, don't I?
Wow, you've really taken that trick from Moonprayer Night and ran with it.
And they believed you?
Well, not entirely, but they didn't talk to me afterward either. Was my acting not natural? I'll keep practicing somewhere else next time.
Why does it feel like someone learned all the wrong lessons?
Luanatar would like you to guess where she's hiding. Would you like to play around?
I'm in.
In that case, please stake 100,000 mana to start with. Those are the flagship's rules after all.
Okay, you definitely should have skipped that lesson.
Oh my god.
We're about to begin. And spin. Can you guess where Luanatar is? Bingo.
I'm goated.
Was that too easy for you? Should you come around to play again, I will try to shuffle the hats around faster.
Paimon's curious. How exactly did you play with them earlier? You can't see anything if you don't use Kuvaki, but if you do use it, you'll see too clearly.
Just open our eyes.
Well, I can open my eyes, right?
Oh yeah, didn't think of that one.
Paimon, please.
Luanatar says that she is very happy, and that we should play again next time.
Ho-ho! That smells great! Do we make it in time for Columbina's mealtime again? Huh. Are those Kuhenki lining up?
Not the soup kitchen, bro.
The soup that Columbina's serving?
Just a moment.
Wow! This is really good! Refreshing, tasty fruit soup! Paimon's never had anything quite like it!
Another serving?
Make that two!
Are you learning to cook?
Yes. I asked Anefa for some basic recipes, and I've made several attempts. The Kuhenkian animals have both responded quite positively.
Giant fucking bowls Paimon's holding. Having any issues in the kitchen?
Well, my sleeves are too wide. They
Yeah.
brush against the pot if I'm not careful.
So it's not the cooking itself that's giving you trouble.
I struggle somewhat with making desserts, though. You have to get the temperature and proportions just right.
She must not have cooked much for herself in the past then. Besides, desserts and snacks are particularly hard to get right if you're working solo. What is kind of funny is that in Star Rail, this voice actor plays Ran Mei, whose whole thing is she loves like baking little desserts and patisserie and stuff. Would you like me to help?
Sure. Let's start with crumb cake, shall we?
Sometime later.
Would you like to try one?
Chow down. Oh wow, that first bite probably soured my face into a prune. Oh no. But after you swallow some, the sweetness resurfaces. Maybe it gets better once you get used to it.
What do you think?
Passable, but there's room for improvement.
Did Paimon miss anything?
Try this real quick, would you?
Ah! It's so sour! What are you trying to do to Paimon?
The aftertaste is pretty good though.
It's all about the initial taste! Couldn't one of you have warned me to take a smaller bite? If you hadn't said anything, Paimon would have thought this was a prank. Watching people's faces pucker or something.
Okay. Let me try again.
Poor Columbina. More time passes.
Here. Try this batch.
Whoa, this is way better. It's delicious.
Really? Paimon wants some too! That's the stuff! Oh, so tasty!
Good enough to be given as a gift?
Totally! Wait, did you learn how to cook and make crumb cake because you wanted to make a present for someone?
Yes, for my friends.
That's a great idea.
Do you still remember the first time you came here together? You had prepared some food for me. Though the food couldn't do much to replenish the power I had lost, eating it did make me feel more relaxed.
Aww.
I did not give it much thought then, but now I understand. The time and effort put into carefully preparing food by hand is what gives it soul. What I enjoyed was not simply the food itself, but the warmth and kindness in the hands that made it. And the less those hands seek reciprocity, the greater the warmth and kindness required to match it in turn.
Aww, Paimon's gonna blush if you go on like that. To be honest, we were at least kinda hoping to get on your good side back there.
Traveler, what the fuck? What is this pose, bro? I've never seen them do anything like this. I don't think that's how you hold a knife. But things are different now.
Indeed. But now that I understand all this, I'd like to do a little more. It's a wonderful feeling. Would you come with me to visit our friends? Apart from the crumb cake, I have also prepared a few other gifts. But they must be sent in secret.
Why in secret? If you don't mind Paimon asking.
Well, you've always been the ones to pleasantly surprise me. I'd like to see how my friends will react when the tables are turned.
Phew! We were running all over! Finally done! Their reactions were kind of surprising, though. Some didn't even realize they were gifts from you, Columbina.
I know, just got straight to snacking.
It's fine. I expected as much. What's important is that they were happy to receive the gifts.
In that case, Llama definitely knew the crumb cupcakes and wreath on her desk came from you. Paimon can understand her being hesitant about wearing the wreath, but seriously, she stared at the crumb cupcakes for a good 10 minutes and still couldn't bring herself to eat one.
I was getting worried that she might enshrine them.
It seems Yehoda got quite the fright, though. Perhaps we shouldn't have slipped the gifts directly behind her.
She almost jumped out of her skin.
Maybe she's just naturally more alert? Still, she seemed to calm down when Asher came over to paw at the scratching post you sent.
As for our other friends who aren't in Nodkrai, I'm counting on you to deliver their gifts.
Arca and Co. and Arlecchino. I must say, you're quite good at preparing presents.
Here.
Oh, is it finally our turn? Huh? Candies? Paimon thought we'd get crumb cupcakes like everyone else.
Well, you already had some of those while taste testing. Some variety is nice, don't you think?
Yeah, they're really good too.
That's good to hear. And there's one more gift. Here. For you.
This is a wind glider?
I've heard it said that the skies belong to the birds, and the land to the beasts, while the vast space between the two is reserved for adventurers wearing wing gliders. With this by your side, may your path forward ever be lit as with moonlight.
It's perfect. Thank you.
And thank you for your companionship.
Aww. I like that they weave in the getting the wing glider into the actual quest.